Hello, you guys. Welcome to lesson number 11. In this lesson, we are going to look at our if statement. If we go to control, we've got an if here, and we are going to look at it. It's basically where we are going to make a decision. So it's going to switch either between two, or it's going to check if the condition is true. So we've got one condition that we're going to check. If this condition is true, then you do this, else you do this. If this condition is true, then you do this. Okay, so let's do the first one quickly. So we are going to look at when the sprite is clicked, it must go into an infinite loop, a forever loop, and we are going to put the if statement in there. So we are going to switch between two backdrops. So I want to decide. So let's do backdrop 1. So we are going to choose here, and let's choose castle 2. I like that one. And let's choose blue sky. Okay, so we've got two backdrops that we're going to use, blue sky and come on, little sprite. Oh, too far. There we go. Okay, so there's our little sprite, and we're going to stop the program. Okay, so now as soon as I click the sprite, I want my space bar of my keyboard to activate my if statement. So if the space bar is clicked, then you do this, else you do this. Okay, so now you're going to do it like this. So if the space bar is clicked, you switch to castle, and if the space bar is not clicked, you switch to blue sky. So let's do it quickly. So if I click on the sprite, okay, and the space bar is clicked, it will switch to castle, and if it's not clicked, it will switch to blue sky. So you guys can see it switches between the two. We can also let's quickly see if we can do a costume with that one. Let's choose another costume. Choose a costume. Let's choose animals. Let's choose the beetle. We haven't done the beetle. Okay, so we've got beetle costume. So there we go. Okay, so now so the blue sky must be the beetle, and the castle must be the cat. Let's switch between the two. Let's see here. Costume 1. Okay, so now if I click the sprite, it will show the beetle and the blue sky. There we go. And if I press the spacebar, it's going to show the cat and the castle. So it will switch between the two. Okay, so let's do another one quickly. Let's clear all these effects. I'm going to click on there, and I'm going to clear backdrops. Here's blue sky and castle. And let's go to the sprite, and I'm going to clear the beetle. That's it. So now we're back to normal like we started. So now let's see if I put the cat in the middle, and I want to choose the XY grid of our backdrop. Remember the XY grid that we used the first time in the first lessons? That's it. So now we can see that the maximum that X can go is 240, and the minimum that X can go is minus 240. So what I want us to do is I want to see if the cat comes to 240 or greater than 240, it must turn around and come this side, and if it's less than 240, it must turn around and come back again. So let's start that program. So what we're going to do is we're going to press the space bar, and we are going to say if, and if, we're going to use two ifs, because if it's greater than 240 it must turn around, and if it's less than 240 it must turn around. So let's do it. So it must move, okay, and then it must decide. So now we're going to use operators. So now we're going to use either greater than, or we're going to use less than. Okay, so if it's greater than 240, and if it's less than minus 240 on this side. Okay, and we want to check the x position because it's our x-axis. So now we're going to say, okay, if the x position is greater than 240, it must point in direction minus 90. And if the x position is less than 240, it must point in direction 90. Okay, so let's just test it. So it's going to switch between the two sides. It will go left and right the whole time because we've got a forever loop. It will do it forever. And it's deciding, okay, am I less than 240? Turn around. Am I greater than 240? Turn around. Okay, so let's just switch between the two sprites, the costumes. We've got two costumes. Let's just make it look like it's walking. So there we've got the legs in front, and there we at the back, and there we've got the legs in front. So let's just switch between them, then our sprite will look like it's walking. So let's do it like this. So if costume 1 and costume 2, switch between the two. So now we are going to do it like this. So while it's walking, it's going to switch between every 0.1 seconds. It's going to switch between the two sprites. Let's see what happens now. See, now it looks like it's walking. And as soon as it gets greater than 240, it's going to turn around. And if it comes back and it's less than 240, it's going to turn around. So what you guys can do for me now is you can write your own program. So what I want to do is choose your own sprite, but your sprite must go up and down. So if it gets to there, it must turn around, and if it gets to the bottom, it must turn around. So you guys must be in an infinite or forever loop that goes up and down. If you don't, guys, battle with it and you don't get it right, you can always WhatsApp me or email me, and then I will help you. Okay, and then I'll see you guys in lesson number 12. Thank you.